Just wait till they're teenagers. This was the common refrain that we would hear every weekend at the ballpark while cheering on our 6-year-old and chasing around our 3 younger siblings around the bleachers. I often think back about how I felt when I would hear those words. I was overwhelmed, fearful, confused, even sad. It was as if people were communicating to me, one day you'll be sorry for having all those kids. How sad. Here's a newsflash. It's 17 years later, and I'm not sorry. Recently, my husband was asked to give his #1 parenting advice. If he could tell young parents one thing, what would it be? How does he raise such great kids? Without a second thought, he spoke the most profound words. Wait for it. No matter what it takes, you must win their hearts. He went on to say that one reason why our family is working was that when we were first married and starting a family, we made an intentional decision to win their hearts at a very young age. We would hold them as long as they needed to be held, never worrying about spoiling them. We would look at them in the eye and listen to their side of the story, even if we already knew our answer. Our discipline would be swift and fair, always working to have the punishment fit the crime, followed by a sweet time of love and reconciliation. We decided to make every effort to be involved in their lives, to ask questions, find out how they were processing situations, love them with our lives, and introduce them one day to the source of all love. We decided to love each other in front of them first, always reminding them that Daddy and Mommy were here first, and love them in such a way that no matter what they did or where they went, they would always know the height and the depth and the width and the breadth of our love for them, just like the Lord. My husband said to me that it didn't matter if they followed all the rules of the home, obeyed us at home and in public, performed great in school, used nice manners, were star athletes and musicians, or even led worship with their youth group. Raising kids who only followed the rules for the sake of outward appearance meant that we were raising them for how they make us look, how we are perceived by society. Oh, look at that beautiful family. If parents are only concerned about how their kids behave, then they may win the early battles, but by the time they turn 18 and they're ready to leave on their own, you will have lost the war. In our home, we didn't want to raise a bunch of rule followers, keepers of the law, Pharisees. We knew that if we didn't have their hearts, we didn't have a thing. If they obeyed us outwardly, but inwardly they resented us or even hated us, we would have failed. So, that's my thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. You can follow me on Twitter at SewWithVision. You can also find me on this YouTube channel, and you can subscribe. Have a nice day. God bless.